Hey guys, this is Cam from 15, back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back to talk some more Dragon Quest Adventure of Die. Quick thing, my co-host, the Red Wolf, is not with me today because it is his birthday today, and when we would be typically recording right now, doing our video, he's actually out at dinner with his family to celebrate his, I believe, his 23rd birthday. So if you would like to leave him a happy birthday in the comment section, you're more than welcome to. I'll just feed him the information that you guys say. But other than that, he'll be here next week discussing Dragon Quest. But what a good episode of Dragon Quest Adventure of Die, especially at the end with the freaking Hadlar comeback there. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of it. It's funny enough, I didn't know I was going to do this video today because I wouldn't know how I felt, because today, clearly, what is it? If you guys can clearly see, I got my first vaccine dose. Yes, go get your vaccines, because I would all love you guys to stay safe, not only for yourself, but for your families and other people in the world. So other than that, let's continue with where we last left off. So we know left off last week from the standpoint of the fact of, well, I literally took out a whole ass golem with one slice, and it was freaking cool. So we continue from that point on. Anyways, Dai is just seeing how the strength of the sword is, and he's just blown back like, man, he's that strong. Leona kind of calls out to Dai saying, "Hey Dai, congratulations for being a hero and stuff like that." And I'm guessing she's thinking he's going to go back up to her and he's probably going to get his hero kiss or hero hug from the lovely princess. But he goes on to move because obviously he senses Mr. Vern and he has to go help out his friends. And even Leona's like, "Where is he going?" And Meryl's like, "There's still a dark power still over there on the side." So yeah. Anyways, Mr. Vern, after kind of doing what he's been doing, he kind of gets upset and pissed off. So we see Popp file off a frizz spell, but that doesn't really work because Mr. Vern essentially counters it. I forgot the attack, the spell he used, but it fired up into his cape area, and you see like this black hole type of thing going on in his under his cape, and he just fires it back, which like essentially doubles that entire attack that Popp fired at them. And essentially Mr. Vern, like he was this entire arc, is just, like I said, he's been pissed off, he's just done, and he's like, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna reveal my true form, I'm gonna show you what I really look like under this mask, under this veil, and what is it, you're all gonna die. But that's when we see Kilvern show up and essentially puts a cipher around Mr. Vern's neck, and he's like, and Kilvern's like, "Listen, you know the rules. King Vern says King Vern only allows you to reveal your true form when he tells you to. Other than that, you can't do that. Otherwise, I'm guessing he's gonna be killed by him." And Popp obviously brings up the fact that it's Kilvern, and Crocodile and Hunicle are obviously shocked by this. They're like, "What?" And stuff like that. So it sounds more that Crocodile and Hunicle only heard of Kilvern's name and they never actually seen him in person. I don't know. If you Dragon Quest fans do know, well then please put that in the comment section to make that more understandable. But essentially Kilvern's like, "Well, you guys clearly defeated the Sovereign Rock Castle," and he was telling Mr. Vern, he's like, "Listen, don't worry. All you have to do is probably just apologize to King Vern, and guess what? He'll forgive you for that." And it's not like King Vern's got even more toys to play with, and it's kind of just a threat. Then he kind of tells the other group, he's like, "Listen, we'll let you guys go scot-free. Just next time you won't be coming out of this alive," and stuff like that, because you are pathetic humans and everything. Which gets Popp under his skin and essentially lures Popp, and because of this, they fly off. Popp is pissed off because he's like, "Boy, they want to underestimate us. They think we're not strong. Why don't you stay here and fight?" And Popp, like the dumbass he is, flies literally into a trap. And I'm watching this episode, I'm like, dude, you cannot be this stupid, man. I'm like, bitch, you can't be this stupid. You know he's luring you in. But Popp totally ignores that and he flies after them. And essentially, Hineko's telling, like the others, like, Popp is gonna get himself killed, essentially. Essentially, Hineko's telling Mom, like, the thing about Mr. Vern that makes Mr. Vern so, or not Mr. Vern, Kilvern so scary. Jeez. How these damn characters have the last name of Vern's name? Whatever. Hineko's telling the others, he's like, the thing about Kilvern is, when he shows up, usually it's a sign of he's about to kill a Legion commander. And 9 out of 10 times, or 10 out of 10 times really, a Legion commander really doesn't, well, I guess you can say, come back alive. They're more than likely dead. Essentially, that means they failed so badly, Kilvern has to clean up the scraps and stuff like that. And we just see Hineko pass out because he's obviously exhausted from the battle with Mr. Vern. Dai shows up, and essentially, or before Hineko passes out, Dai shows up, and Hineko's like, you need to follow after Popp, otherwise he's gonna get himself killed. Dai's the only one that can combat. Really kill Vern and save Popp. So Dai uses his Draconic Aura, his Dragonite, state, and then he flies off to go chase after Popp and save him. Now Mom tells Hineko, like, I don't know about this because Dai could end up using more energy than not. And Hineko says, like, yeah, I know, but we have no other option. We can't help him, so it's up to Dai. And then that's when he kind of passes out and everything. So essentially what happens is eventually Kilvern and Mr. Vern stop. Popp then stops with him. He flies down and then fudge. I knew the area they were talking about. Essentially, it's like the Badlands or like the Death area, like this ancient area where it's like people just typically come to this area and die. Put that in the comment section with the areas. I totally forgot. I didn't do notes because I didn't want to literally lay up while I got my vaccination shot because I've been laying down all this time. But yeah, he's essentially in that one area where the Dark Empire essentially is at. They just don't lead him on to their base. And essentially Kilvern shows up and he's like, well, you're pretty brave to come here by yourself, but then again, we flew very slow so then you could track us, otherwise you would have never been able to keep up with us. So that's when essentially Kilvern goes on his whole thing, and we see that his scythe is a flute. So this is when we kind of get some understanding of how he operates. He manages to get a cut on Popp and almost slices him alive. And he's starting to swing his scythe around. And then lo and behold, Popp realizes, where is this weird noise coming from? And Popp realizes the noise that is coming from this little whistle is coming from the scythe. And the scythe essentially is called the Reaper's Flute. That's what Kilvern's weapon is. And essentially what happens is Popp can't move after hearing it, and he can't even see anything. We find out that essentially the Reaper Flute plays this like little quiet melody of a song, I guess you can say, and essentially it takes away somebody's senses, their 5 senses, and essentially they're literally left defenseless. And that's how Kilvern really more than likely, it's really that's how Kilvern kills his opponents and just finishes them off just easy as that. It was actually a pretty nifty technique, if you ask me. Very bad technique to run into, especially when you combat this guy, because essentially you're essentially confirmed dead whenever you're in his presence, because the moment you hear that noise, you're screwed. So yeah, and when it looks like Popp's about to get literally impaled by the scythe and killed, Dai comes in, saves him, creates a crack in the Reaper's flute, and when Kilvern tries to do it again, it doesn't work because obviously Dai cracked it. Now Dai's telling Popp they're trying to create an opening, Like, we need to find a way to get out of here and stuff like that. So I'm getting like Dragon Ball Z type of vibes when Goku appeared to save Piccolo and Tien from second form Cell and everything. But that's when Kilburn's like, well, clearly we both have to escape, and we need to find an opening, and we clearly have and it's clearly a stalemate. So yeah, I wonder what we're gonna do. And I'm like, dude, you were willing to escape anyways. So if that's the case, just run off and we just leave this to go and stuff like that. My God, my arm is killing me. It's so sore. But what happens is Dai and Popp charge in to try and make themselves an opening so that they can eventually escape. And then that's when we see this lightning strike. And then lo and behold, we see, yes, the return of Hadlar in his ultimate beast form type of thing. Where he's got like freaking armor for days, and essentially he's telling Dai, we're gonna have our fight here, and this is where I'm gonna defeat a disciple of Avon. We're gonna have a fair fight, 1v1. Nobody's gonna get involved in this, and this is where I can rightfully try, I guess for the last time, to finish you off as like an ultimate creature. I forgot what they called those things. It's been so long. And he essentially takes off his robe, and this guy is ripped. He literally has like white flowy hair, and he's all armored up and everything. And he is ready to confront Dai. Dai powers up using his full Dragon Knight powers. Now Popp's like, you can't be using that. What if you run out of energy? And Dai's like, listen, I have to do it because guess what? We're gonna die. Also, Dai's sword also recognizes the strength of Hadlar, so it activates, and that's when it tells Dai like, oh shit, Hadlar's more stronger than ever before. And that's kind of where the episode ends up. So next week we're gonna get Dai versus Hadlar part 3, I guess you can say. Probably more than likely the final fight. I know there was somebody in the comment section that left a comment saying that episode 43, which is next week, it's gonna be balls to the wall greatness and stuff like that. And I definitely know it's gonna be greatness. Hadlar's ultimate beast form, it looks badass. I'm not going to lie. It definitely looks better than his standard Hadlar form. He looks like a legit monster. And he looks like a guy that's gonna wreck somebody's freaking shit, no lie. So we're gonna see how Dai does against him. And yeah, but other than that, that's kind of it. So hope you guys liked the video. Again, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Dragon Quest, as well as, I guess, your birthday wishes to my co-host. And again, hit that subscribe button to get more to get more Dragon Quest content, as well as hit that when you do hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell icon being made to make sure you're up to date with whatever I upload to the channel, whether it's sports, anime, yada yada yada, gaming content, which I definitely need to start uploading my Resident Evil 8 playthrough again. And eventually at some point I have to get back to my Fairy Tail gameplay, you know, stuff like that. I've kind of been putting those on hold as of late. And other than that, that's kind of it. So yeah, again, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Again, I'm gonna get you guys later. So hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night, or whenever you're checking out this video. Hopefully you guys are getting vaccinated so you guys can keep yourself safe. I'm not saying that because politic-wise, I'm just saying that for pure safety reasons. Other than that, hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night when checking out this video. Until then, guys, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.